in the game. It's in the game. It's the Steelers and the Titans, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going.
And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And what a performance he is coming off of. I know that this is a different era of football where we're throwing it around a heck of a lot more, but still, over 500 yards passing.
500.
That's phenomenal, incredible. Let's see if he can take last week's game and carry it forward and have another similar performance.
Not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
On play action. Love to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Again, it's Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, You would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Play action this time with Love. On the move to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I'll guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he goes out right around the 39. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Staley. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17.
Come on now, let's go.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Love. And that is incomplete. No, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Love, they go play action now. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Rolling to his right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Booker to return it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Staley. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. On now is the Titans punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Not much there, only a yard.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Back to throw. Staley throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Seibert's kick is good. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Love. That ball caught by Campbell. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First down, going to the air with Love. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 1st and 10, Staley. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Staley. Able to connect with Mims. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st down, Staley. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This to Hines on the drop-off. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Oh, he rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there just before halftime. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, we've seen a few moments like this in the first half already from this defense. You know you're going to give up some catches, but it's what they do after the catch that's really been hurting them. And it does again right there.
To throw now, here's Love. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Booker to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So we've reached halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Staley. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. The extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Booker to return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 3rd down,
It's Hines, and that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on here to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Booker to return it. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Tennessee offense set to go again.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run again with Hines. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. From the gun, Staley. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point safely through. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Booker to return it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Jalen Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Operating from the gun. Staley. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back now here on EA Sports, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 45 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. So a decent deficit at this stage in the 2nd half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Hines is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
First down, Love to pass. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Are you serious?
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play. Jordan Love ready on first down here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be a 2nd down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield? I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Looking for Campbell downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Love to throw for it on 4th. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete.
Let's go! Let's go!
So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on first down. Staley. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 1st and 10, Staley. He's got Smith here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught right side by Mims. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Come on, man.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Let's go. Let's go.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this being inside. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Out to his left. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Over the middle, complete. That's Hines. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them